welcome back to Python class. We are still on tuple and we are dealing with how to unpack a tuple. So, first, like I said, we should always declare a variable. So, we have a variable 1 equals bed, dog, cow, and elephant, which is our variable. Then, how can we unpack this variable, this tuple? Now, remember when we were working with lists, we made use of XYZ, whereby I said the values in the list are three. So for you to unpack it, you have to make use of three items. So now for these values to be unpacked, we are going to make use of three values or three values that will represent the values of the variables of the variable one. So in that case, we say we put it in bracket, then we can say x comma y comma z comma w is equals to var one. In this case, we have unpacked our values. What do we want to do? Let's try to print each of them. Print x, print y, print z, print w. This process we have unpacked it. Then we can also say print x, y, z, w. We have everything printed out. That means we have unpacked all the values in the tuple. Then we can also unpack our values using asterisk. We can unpack our values using asterisk. If the number of variable is less than the number of values, you can add an asterisk to the variable. And the values will be assigned to the variable as a list. Can you see that? If your variable that you want to use in unpacking is less than the numbers of values you have in the tuple, you can make use of asterisk to get the other values, which is going to be assigned to the variables as a list. So now let's see how that works. We have our variable var1, which has four values in it. So I'm going to declare just two variables to represent the values and use asterisk for the third one. So let's quickly do that. We are going to create our tuple, then we say a b asterisk c equals var one, then print a, we have bed, print b, we have dog, print c, we have a list. That's what the statement says, that it will be assigned to a variable list. It will be assigned to a variable as a list. And what is the variable? C is the variable, but it's assigned into C as a list. The remaining values are assigned there. So if you don't know the values of your tuple, the numbers of value it is, you can decide to make use of asterisk with a variable name, then you get everything. For example, let's try this by saying tuple, and we have asterisk d equals var underscore one. And so that it doesn't accept it, good, which means you can't use one variable. So you have to put a variable first before the next one, because there should be a particular variable that can work with that. So okay, let me hold on. I think I recall what is going on. Let's try to see what's going on. Yeah, I just recall now that I didn't put a comma. So you can assign it to just one. Then when we print D, we're going to have all the lists in a complete list. But do you get what I see in here? It's just another way to convert your tuple to a list, if you agree with me. Now, the tuple that I have is var1. I've only converted to a list using this asterisk and giving it a variable name, and that has make it easier for me to convert the the tuple item to a list item.